node 2, we have what? I2 is equal to I2 minus I3 minus I4 is equal to what? 0. So what is our I2? We have our I2, I1 is this. Our I2 is what? V1. So substitute I2, I3, I4 to what? Node 2. So you have V. So you have what's our I2? We have V1 over 2 minus V2 over 2. So that's for I2. Minus is the bracket. What's our I3? Our I3 is V2. You have minus V2 minus minus what is our I4? Our I4 is this. So you have V2 over 2 minus V3 over 2. So you have V1 over 2 minus V2 over 2 minus V2 minus V2 over 2 plus V3 over 2 is equal to 0. So this, you have the SCM already. You can do something. You can multiply both sides by 2. So you have multiply by 2. You have V1 minus V2 minus 2V2 minus V2 plus V3A is equal to 0. So we have V1 here. How many V1 we have? So we have V1 minus V2. We have minus. This is 1V1, 1V2, 2V2, and 1V2. V2 we have. So you have 4V2 plus V3 is equal to 0. So equation 2 of node 2. Now the next one is what? Solving the what? The node 3. So back to our node 3, we have what? I4 is equal to what? I4 is equal to what? I5. Are you getting this? So what is our I4? Our I4 is what? V2 over what? Over 2 minus V3 over 2 is equal to what? What is our I5? Our I5 is what? V3. So you have what? V3. So you can say V2 over 2 minus V3 over 2 minus V3 is equal to 0. Next thing, multiply by what? By 2. So you have V2 minus V3 minus 2V3 is equal to 0. So you have V3 minus 3V3 is equal to 0. So equation what? Equation 3. Do you get this now? So I have gotten equation 1, equation 2, equation 3. So let me write this is equation 3. Let me write equation 2. Equation 2, we have what? We have V1 minus 4V2 plus V3 is equal to 0. Equation 2. And equation 1, what do we have in equation 1? We have from our equation 1, this is equation 2. This is equation 1. We have 3V1 minus V2 is equal to what? 8. Equation 1. So we are getting this. So now let's solve this equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 in matrices form. So now you have something like this. So you know you have V1, V2, V3, or V1, V2, and V3 is equal to our constant here. So on equation 1, you have what? 3V1, you have 3 here. V2, you have what? Minus 1. And our V3 is what? Is 0. So on equation 2, we have how many V1? We have 1. How many V2? We have minus 4. How many V3? We have 1. And everything. So this one equals to 8. This one equals to 0. This one equals to 0. So I have 1 V3. So on equation 3, we have what? How many V1? On equation 3, this V2. 2. So this V2. Yeah, how many V1? You have 0. How many V2? You have 1. How many V3? You have what? Minus 3. Everything equals what? 0. So this is all the equation we are now going to resolve in matrices form. From here, we are now going to get our V1, V2, V3. But for us to solve this V1, V2, V3, we have to understand something. We have to get our data naught, D naught, our D1, our D2, our D3. Because we are looking for 3 variables, which is V1, V2, V3, you have to get D1, D2, D3, and the data naught, which is your main determinant of your matrices, if you can recall from Clammer's rule. So now, solving this using Clammer's rule. Solving using what? Clammer's rule. So as I said earlier, you have to get the delta naught. So our D naught, which I said is what? The main matrices, which is what? You have 3 1 0 minus 1 minus 4 1 0 1 minus 3. So now let's solve this delta naught. Recall back from your secondary school solving matrices, you know you have to add what? Plus, minus, plus. I'm going to solve this one on the main process, but the next one I'm going to explain how you can use calculator to solve this. Now, to solve delta naught, you have what? We want to look for the determinant of each. So you have to have what? This 3, you have what? Plus 3 into bracket. You will close this side, you will close this side. If you close this, we have row and column. This is your row, this is your row, and this is your column. Where you are calling row in class is your column. So which means this is column, this is row. Are you getting this now? So this, you are going to close your row and your column and row. If you close based on this first 3, close anything belongs to 3, the row and the column. You have what? You see something like minus 4 1 1 and minus 3. If you close this and this, you are going to be seeing this and this and this. So now you want to solve, you are not going to find the determinant of this and this. So to find the determinant, as you all know, you have to multiply this and this minus this and this. 4 times minus 4 times minus 3, we have what? We have plus 12, we have 12 minus 1. So you have, in this case, you are going to have plus, you have 12 minus what? Minus 1. So the next one is minus 1. You want to solve for this minus 1. But because of this minus attached to it, I'm going to have what? Plus 1 into bracket. Are you getting this now? So we have this now. So you are going to close the row and the column. If you close the row and the column, you are going to be seeing only this determinant. Close this and this. You're going to be seeing 1 1 1. You're going to see 1 1 0 and minus 3. So finding the determinant of this 1 times minus 3, you have what? Minus 3 minus 0. This times this, you have minus 0. So at the last one, which is what? Plus 0 into bracket. Are you getting this now? So closing this part too, closing this and this, the row and the column. Yeah, you're going to be seeing something like this. 1 minus 4 is 0 and 1. So find the determinant of this, you have 1 minus what? 0. So in this case, you have the D naught, you're now going to what? 3 into bracket 13, no, 11 plus 1 into bracket minus 3 plus 0 into bracket 1. So you have the D naught, that what? 33 minus 3 plus 0. So our D naught here will now be what? 30. So which means you have gotten our determinant naught. So the next one I said you are going to guess is what? Your D1. So your D1. How can you know your D1? Your delta naught here is going to be that you will remove anything that belongs to column 1 and input this your equal to like what you get your constant value here. You input it in this case. So you have what? 800. So and these two column are going to be constant. You have minus 1, minus 4, 1, 0, 1, and minus 3. So in this case, I've explained this earlier. I'll be using calculator to solve for the many determinants. Now, for you to now solve, go back to your Kirchhoff calculator, press shift mode. You're going to see something like press mode. You're going to see something like compose, something. On number 6, you're going to see matrices. Press 6. After I press matrix 6, it's going to be a matrix 1 as matrix A. So press 1, which is matrix A. After that, it's going to give you a 3 by 3 matrices. Press 1, which is 3 by 3 because your matrix is 3 by 3. So press 1. After I press your 1, it's going to give you a column, like 3 column in form of this. After that, you now input your value. You have 8. Press equal to enter your first column. So 8. So the second one, which is minus 1. The next one is 0. We have 0 minus 4. We have 1. We have 0. We have 1. We have minus 3. So after you now input all these given value, we now press AC. After you press AC, now press shift. If you look at the top of your 4, you are going to see matrices. So press shift 4. After I press shift 4, it's going to give you number 1 dim, number 2 data, number 3 matter A, matrix A. So you see number 7 determinants. Because you are looking for the determinants, press 7. After I press 7, we're going to bring depth into bracket is equal to depth equal to. So after I broke that thing, yeah, press shift 4 again. Shift 4. You're now going to, because you save your matrices at A, you now press number 3, which is matrix A, press 3 and press is equal to. After you now press that, if you do the same process, you're going to have something like 88. So my data 1 here, D1 is equal to what? 88. So the D2, now the same thing here. So we are dealing with this second V2 now. We are going to elevate everything here and input everything here. So you have 310, you have 800, you have what? 01 minus 3. So now the D2 here, so inputting the same, finding the same process, mode your number. After mode, press 6, AL1 1. So your constant 3, you have 8, you have 0, you have 1, you have 0, you have 1, you have 0, you have 0, you have minus, you have what? Minus 3. After you put everything, so now press AC. After AC, shift 4, press 7, and shift 4, press 3, because it's determinant A. So you have 24 as your this, and your last one is what? Your D3. So the matrices there is going to be what? The same thing here. Remove this third part. So you have 3 1, and others will be constant. Minus 1, minus 4 1, 8 0 0. So your determinant 3 will now be, so the same process. Go to mode 6. So 1, because it's 3 by 3 1, so 3 is equal to minus 1 is equal to, we have 8, we have 1, we have minus 4, we have your 0, we have 0, we have 1, we have 0. So after that AC, shift 4, after that 7, after that shift 4, so after that 3. So press equals to, you have what? Your 8. So we have gotten our D0, our D1, our D2, our D3. But don't forget, they don't ask us to calculate your D1, D2, D3. They ask us to calculate the current. So, but you find ourselves in voltage. So to now get the normal voltage, because we haven't got our V1, V2, V2. So you can say our V1 will now be what? D1 over D0. Well, which means our V1 will now be what? What is our D1? We got D1 as what? Our D1 as 88. So you have 88 over D0, which is 30. So our V1 will now be what? Shift 9 3. So if you want to play your calculator, press shift 9 3 is equal to clear your calculator. After you are done with that, to take it to normal mode. So 88 divided by 30, we have what? We have 2.93. So your V1 will now going to be what? 2.93 volts. So your V2 will now be what? D2 over what? D0. What's your V2 will now be what? What's your D2? Your D2 is what? 24 over what? Your D0 is 30. So 24 divided by 30. 24 divided by 30. What do you have? You have what? Is 0.8. So your V2 will now be what? 0.8. Now, let me rub off this part to explain the remaining one. So your V3 will now be what? D3 over D0. So your V3 will now be what? What is your D3? You have what? 8, right? Over what? Over 30. So 8 divided by 30, 8 divided by 30, you have what? You have 0. So V3 will now be what? 0.267. So you are getting your V both and this one both. You are getting your V1, V2, V3. But don't forget, they don't ask you to calculate your voltage. They ask you to calculate current. So now, this is now going to lead us to the Ohm's law, which says V is equal to what? IR. So in this case, we have no our V, we have no our R, which is resistor. The next thing for us to know is our what? Our I, which is equal to what? V over R. Do you get this now? So now, we are not going to need your go back to your node 1. So back to your node 1, I said our I1. So go back to your I1. Let me rub this part too. So if we can recall from, we said our from node 1, we say V our 4 is equal to what? I1 plus what? I plus I2, right? So and I said my I1 is equal to what? I gave you guys. So it's V1. I say I1 is V1, our I2 is everything here, our I3 is V2, our I4 is this one plus this. So our I1 is V1, which means so therefore our I1 is not what? What's our V1? 2.93. So ampere. Since our I1 is equal to V1, just put it there. What is our I2? Our I2, go back to this case. I've given you, go and check what we used before we apply this. I said I2. From what you solve them, we have V1 over 2 minus what? V2 over 2. So our I2 is now going to be what? What is our V2? Our V1. Our V1 is what? 2.93. 2.93 over what? Over 2 minus V2. What is our V2? We have what? Our V2 is 0.8. 0.8 over what? Over 2. So you can press that in your calculator. You have 2.93 divided by 2 minus what? Minus 0.8 divided by what? Divided by 2. So our I2 will now be 1.065 ampere. So go back to the I3 too. Our I3, I've given you the other time, but I'm just getting it from here. So our I3 is our V2. So what's our V2? V2. So our I3 here is now going to what? What is our V2 is 0.8 because they asked us to calculate the current at each. You understand? So that's I1. So you are getting our I1. So you are getting our I2 ampere, our I3. So we remain I4 and I5. So our I4. So back to the equation here. Our I4 is what? Our I4 is V2 minus this one. Our I4 is what? V2 over 2 minus V3 over 2. So our I4 will now be what? What's our V2? Is what? 0.8 over 2 minus, what's our V3? Our V3, I think I wrote that earlier. So you can do it to check. Okay, V3 is what? 0.26. 0.267 over what? Over 2. So our I4 will now be what? 0.8 over 2 minus 0.267 over what? Over 2. So which is equal to what? Your I4 will now be what? 0.266 ampere. So and the last one, which is your I5. So your I5. So your I5, which is equal to what? Come back to this place. Our I5 is what? Your V3, which is what? Your V3. What do you get for V3? 0.2. So our I5 will now be what? 0.267 ampere. So in this case, that's the solution for this. Never stop learning. Those who stop learning, stop living. But before that, I just want to explain this to you. They can now ask you to now. You know the current that enter our distance is what? For you to confirm maybe you are right with your solution. You know we said our I total, which is what? I total is what? I1 plus I2. So which this one is what? 4. For if your I1 and I2 is not equal to 4, which means there's a problem somewhere. What is our I1? Our I1 here. What did I guess for I1? I think I wrote that down. So which is what? V3. You have what? 2.93 plus what is our I2? You have what? 1.065. So add 2.93 plus 1.065. What do you have? We have is equal to what? 3.995, which is approximately to what? 4 ampere. Hence, our solution is correct. So thank you so much for watching this video. Never stop learning. Those who stop learning, stop living. Thank you. Fuck shit, bro. Fuck shit.